Tonight, we report on a woman escaping an apartment fire in Ephrata and an attic fire in a Soap Lake house. What's going on in sports, Bob?
The course record at Bay Hill was duplicated today. Stick around to find out which golfer shot the low round. Here's a look at our Weather Center forecast.
And from the Weather Center, we're looking at a springtime forecast. Yes, indeed, spring started today. The first full day is tomorrow. Looks very nice. Looks like a nice weekend shaping up as well.
I'm Alan Troop. Stay tuned for all of this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A woman escaped a fire in the Karen Lane Apartments Wednesday night by climbing out a window. The Ephrata Fire Department and Grant County Fire District 13 responded to the fire at the apartment complex, located at 269 D Street Southeast, about 8:40 p.m. Deputy Fire Chief Anthony Graff said the fire reportedly started in the bedroom. A neighbor spotted the fire and the woman climbing out the bedroom window and called 911. The woman was taken to Columbia Basin Hospital for possible smoke inhalation and treated. Firefighters took roughly 15 minutes to extinguish the fire. It damaged the bedroom, and the heat and the smoke damaged the rest of the apartment. Investigators are still trying to determine the cause of the fire. A fire burned the attic of a Soap Lake home yesterday afternoon. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
Firefighters extinguished a Wednesday afternoon blaze that swept through the attic of a Soap Lake home. The roof of the home was destroyed, while the back half of the home and kitchen area were left water damaged. No one was hurt in the blaze that Soap Lake Fire Chief Brandon Hood said was possibly caused by an electrical extension cord in the attic. The attic was being insulated at the time. The two-bedroom home at 323 2nd Avenue Southeast is owned by Shelley Hannaford, according to Hood, who himself tried to douse the blaze through an exterior opening in the attic. High winds gusted, causing the fire to flare up. The city's fire department was aided by Grant County Fire District 7. A hole was cut through the roof to help fight the fire. The blaze was reported at about 4:30 p.m. and firefighters extinguished the fire in about a half hour. A relative of the homeowner was working on insulating the attic and reported to Fire Chief Hood that he left the attic for about 10 minutes, returning to find heavy smoke. He reportedly told Hood that the extension cord being used for power was left plugged in at the time of the fire. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
Thanks, Jeff. 2 people were injured when a boom trailer hit an overpass on State Route 28 near Quincy yesterday afternoon. Robert Kappa, a 50-year-old Wenatchee man, was driving the 2007 Peterbilt that was pulling the trailer when it hit the railroad overpass about 7 miles west of Quincy near the Crescent Bar turnoff on State Route 28. According to the Washington State Patrol, a concrete irrigation box on the back of the trailer broke, hitting a 2012 Chevrolet pickup truck and a 1999 GMC pickup truck, which were heading west on the highway. The semi rolled and ended up on its side in the eastbound lane. The 2 pickups stopped on the shoulder of the westbound lane. Kappa and a passenger in a Chevrolet pickup, a 24-year-old Bellingham man, were injured. 2 more people in the collision were not injured. The State Patrol cited Kappa for being over the height restriction. Moses Lake Irrigation and Rehabilitation District board members deny former Director Mick Hansen's allegations. Board directors Jeff Foster, Bill Bailey, Ken Kernan, and Ron Covey released a statement in response to Hansen's letter of resignation. Hansen, who resigned his position earlier in March, accused the board of being unwilling to address the problems facing the district. He argued the board was overcharging property owners on their property taxes and should change its voting system. The board stated, former board member Mr. Mick Hansen continues to make unfounded allegations of wrongdoing against the MLIRD. The allegations were disproven by audits from the state and reviews from attorneys and the State Attorney General's office. Now let's take a look at people with warrants issued by the State Department of Corrections.
Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the Department of Corrections asks that you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m.
We will be back after this.